everybody again in YouTube. Thank you all for tuning in and watching this video. This is going to be part 2 of the tactical day pack comparison, size comparison. And I want to call it part 2 because originally part 1 was about me answering a viewer question. A viewer by the name of Jake had a question about the size of the Rush 24 versus the direct action Ghost. And what I did was, in the original video, I had decided to compare the size of all these backpacks. But I realized something was, when I went and edited this, the top of these backpacks got cut off. Oops, that doesn't work well, right? So, I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit here so I can see it. We're going to call this part 2. And in part 2, or maybe the extended version of the video response, I want to do for fun, for your educational value, and for entertainment, let's compare all these backpacks to the Rush 24. Not only will I answer Jake's question, but I hopefully can answer your question too. So let's take the Ghost, put it to the side, and let's go with something new I just recently got. While I was busy fighting off the North Korean invasion, which I've made videos on that, this came in the mail. And this is the first tactical one-day specialist backpack. Just for a little history, the co-founder of 501 Tactical, Dan Costa, if I'm saying that right, left this company to found First Tactical. So you're going to see a lot of design cues and stuff, you know, similarities, but at the same time differences. These are both 34-liter backpacks. And some of the differences you may notice, like this has the wider admin pocket, this has a more narrow admin pocket. If you notice, hold on. Yeah. When it comes to like the width, these are very similar, but I will tell you, when it comes to the First Tactical, you are going to lose some volume, okay? And the reason is, this sheath right here where my hand's sticking into, and I'm pulling out these books and stuff. Let's lay this up here out of the way. There we go. This is actually for rifle. The rifle would go in here, it would go out the bottom, okay? So you're losing actually a couple, maybe 2 to 3 liters of space. Versus the Rush 24, the main compartment just, it's all, you know, it's all open space for your enjoyment to stuff whatever you want. And when it comes to, so you know, the depth, it's very similar, if not the same. Let's flip these over to the bottom. I hope the camera picks this up. You can see probably how the Rush 24 is a little wider and compared to the First Tactical. And that's something that's going to be worth mentioning in one of my later videos when I do a review about this. I don't know exactly the formula that First Tactical uses to do their measurements, but I also have their larger version, the 3-Day Specialist, which is supposed to be a 56-liter. But the 56-liter backpack is smaller than my 54-liter backpack, the Rapid Dominance 96, which I did a video on before. So it's kind of strange how they do their measurements, and I can't answer that. But this is 34-liter officially, and this is officially 34 liters. Look how they are. Try it one more time. Put these up. Same size. The height's about the same. This is the same, but the width, oops. But I think you can tell which one's wider. Okay, this is the wider pack. Let's compare that to the Bundeswehr Alpine rucksack. Now I think there's no specs that came with this, you know, it's a surplus item from Germany, but it's about 35, 36 liters, maybe a little more. You can see this is the wider pack. The main body's here, you got these 2 pockets here. Try and get these back to you. Okay. I'm going to put these on the bottom. But look how much more deeper you get here versus this. Food for thought for you. Let's take the direct action Dragon Egg, which is also having its own little buckle problem. Oh, did I mention that in the previous video? I'm not sure if I did, but in case, I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. We just so you know, when I did the 1-year review of the Ghost, which was my older video, I said this is a great backpack, good stuff. And Jake asked me, hey Rob, to paraphrase, would it be worth saving up to get this versus this? When it comes to total of toys and gadgets and features that come with this is the pack to get. But after I made that video, check this out, the buckle broke. And I've contacted Direct Action for support for emails I sent out. I got one email asking for clarification on the problem. So okay, I clarified it. I sent some better pictures about the broken buckle and these zip ties coming off and this material kind of like coming apart there. And I've heard nothing from them. And that was, what, this is now September 8th, so 5-6 weeks ago now. Whatever it is, not cool. So just keep in mind, Jake and everybody else viewing, in terms of features, this is the bad boy to get. In terms of customer support, yeah, you might want to go with them. Oh, the Ghost does come with these two, look at that. Y harness, you get the belt here, you can make an old school LBE thing. Actually, I like using this for hiking, awesome during the summer. But what's more awesome is having a backpack that works. Okay, let's continue on. This is the 25-liter Direct Action Dragon Egg. You can get a nice, beautiful size comparison to this, to the Rush 24. Actually, about the size, this one looks like just a touch higher. But you can see which one's obviously, what you want to call it, deeper here. I think it's what they use in the world of backpacks to measure that. Let's compare this. Obviously, the Rush 24 is way, way bigger than the Dragon Egg, okay? That's the actual main body of the Dragon. This is your admin pocket right here, by the way. Next up, let us take the tack gear of Germany with what's this? Yeah, produced in cooperation with Duder of Germany. This is an 8+2 liter hydration pack. 8 meaning the main body's 8. 2 is the hydration compartment where you would put your, your water bladder in. Beautiful Flectarn, one of my favorite camo patterns. That's one reason I bought it. Very well made too. I'll do a review later on that. But anyway, let's compare. Obvious which one's bigger. I mean, I don't even have to explain it to you. Next, let's take the Camelbak Tricep, my favorite all time, Supremo Day Hike Pack. This is a 31+3 liter, and that's how Camelbak calculates. Your main body and stuff is roughly 31 liters. The hydration compartment, they call it +3 liters when you look at the product tag, for a total of 34 liters. Now, granted, all these companies have, it's more or less because they have funky ways of calculating this stuff. But let's look at it compared to the Rush. It is taller than the Rush. In terms of depth, you can see this is deeper. You got this pocket, but you also have this here that gives it more depth, room, and liters to play with. If we were to put these on the bottom, see, that's the main body. This is the whole body. That gives you a comparison of these. And finally, well, not finally, I'm sorry. Let's do this. Let's take the Rush 12 and compare it to its bigger brother. The Rush 72 is the big brother, the Rush 24 is the middle brother, and the Rush 12 is the little baby brother. Of course, as anybody who's familiar with 501 Tactical knows, these are all similar layouts and designs, but it is fun to compare the sizes just so that you can see for yourself, Jake, and the rest of you and audience, what it looks like in case you're interested. Again, the comparisons are so big I don't have to point out the depth and the width and whatever. There you go. Boom. Finally, let's take the last backpack. The last backpack is a new product from 501 Tactical. It is the Havok 30. The Havok 30 is a 28-liter backpack versus the official, going by official measurements and stuff provided by 501 Tactical's webpage, versus the 34-liter Rush 24. And I'm going to do a review on this later, but let's just say this. If you're looking for a bag that you can take to the gym, do athletic stuff with, like some running, like sprinting, which I used it for, some even CrossFit stuff. Like I loaded this with like, what was it, a 25-pound weight, and I was using it to do some sleds and some other activities. You might like this, but I'll get more into details later. Let's just compare now the size. 34 versus 28. Height-wise, let me get behind the camera so I can get a good view of this myself. Yeah, you know, it's like a touch higher on the Havok. And I got this stuff with a pillow too, so it might be bloated out a little more than it should be. Going the way I've got it packed out, it looks like the Havok would actually be, how do I want to say, the wider pack. But if we look at the bottom here, this gives you a real telltale sign. That's all one body here, okay? And here, you've got, right here, that's the main body with this much for admin. So it seems like in some ways the Havok's actually a little more than 28 liters. But I do hope everybody, you've enjoyed watching this. And Jake, I hope this goes above and beyond what you requested. Thank you for requesting this video. Everybody, if you're interested, if you have any, you know, how can I say this? Sorry. I want you to please like, share, and subscribe, okay? And please also, on my webpage, please click the advertisements. The advertisements are going to help me do future endeavors that are going to do more with traveling. You know, one thing about my channel, you'll see a lot of reviews and stuff because it's easy to do and people enjoy them. But what my channel is really about, it's about education and adventure, especially in South Korea where I'm based. So the more I can make this channel more successful, the more I can get out more and do more adventure and educate you about this this is called fascinating and interesting part of the world. So please like, share, and subscribe. And in case I didn't mention it before, you might be wondering, why on earth do I have all these backpacks? I mean, good grief. There's like, what, 8 of them or so here? How many of that? Well, there's a logic to it. There's a reason. And if you will comment, you know, in the comment section, if you will be the first person to comment on, like, Rob, why do you have all this stuff when you have all these backpacks? You ask me why, I will send you this patch with the half American and half Korean tactical salute flag. It will go to your address. You just tell me where you live and I'll send it. Of course, I pay for it. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Just do it.